Okay, first of all, don't play no pranks on me with no toilet paper because now you're going to have my cooch all messed up because you got pranks going on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All right, let's get into episode 10 of season 19 of Married at First Sight. So the couples are now headed to the retreat, and we see that Pat and Rhonda are not going to be able to make it because they had a prior event, I guess, with their family already scheduled, so they will not be at the retreat. This gives us a break from Rhonda. However, sadly for Pat, he does not get that break. We see that Megan and Derek arrive first, and they just going through setting up these stupid pranks. How old are y'all? Stop with all these games, especially with the toilet tissue, because you don't know who's allergic to what. Doggone, what's the lady name? Belinda done wipe her cooch with this stuff, and now her cooch might be inflamed. You don't know. Stop playing. Y'all play too much. Y'all got other stuff to be dealing with than to sit around there and set up some pranks. So Josh and Jalen are still having this conversation, and it's about Burning Man, and it's just I'm like, are we? Is this a serious conversation? And then he said something that he was an introvert until he was 28. So I didn't really know you can grow out of being an introvert. I just thought because I'm an introvert myself, and I'm like, did you just have social anxiety? Because an introvert, I just thought that you were always an introvert. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but when he said that, it just made me think like I didn't know you could grow out of being that because I've been an introvert my entire life. I didn't realize it when I was younger that that is what was happening, but yeah, that was interesting. Another thing that I another thing that made me laugh is at some point Will started asking people questions that they were like in a group setting, and Megan was like, "Did somebody give you cue cards?" I felt like that was a shot at production because that's what they're doing, and to give it to Will of all people, Will is very unserious. He be quiet half the time. If he start asking questions, because he don't. If he starts asking questions, it's gonna look weird. Like choose somebody else. I know Rhonda's not there to do y'all job, but Will should not be the first up next on the list. Then we see after Megan and Brittany and Will and Derek all were playing a game, and then it was really awkward because Brittany was being really competitive, and then I forgot how it got to just an awkward situation, and they were basically like just arguing in front of them. And Megan and Derek are just standing there and they're like, should we walk away? They didn't know what to do. But I want to get back to when Megan and Brittany were sitting on the bench, and Brittany's just kind of like she's going through it with Will because basically he's gaslighting her at this point, right, guys? We know this. And so she's going through it because she likes him, but he don't like her. But Megan is just sitting there. I'm like, this is the wrong person to have girl talk with because I don't think that. Well, she kind of proves me wrong a little bit at the end of the episode, but at that point, I was like, I would have rather had like Jalen or her mom, but I felt like Megan is not the girl. She's not a true girl's girl to be having that conversation with because she's just sitting there like production told her to sit there and listen to Brittany. Then to get back at Megan and Derek, the group decided to get some water balloons and basically do a water attack on them because they done set them up with an annoying cat sound and messing with the toilet paper. And Megan had the audacity to get mad. At least she didn't take it. She wasn't mad for long, but she was upset because she had to wash her hair again. I'm like, girl, you shouldn't have been playing in the first place. You started. Listen, when you started, you don't get to determine how people finish it. So be careful when you decide to start it. Then we see another dinner scene, and I can't remember because I watched this like a few days ago, so I'm just going off my notes. But the way that Will was responding, everybody was just looking at him, and everybody gets it except for him, right? And it's just at this point, I don't know. I'm confusion. But it gets to a point where poor Brittany just has to walk away. And this is where Megan redeemed herself because she was the first girl to get up and go check on Brittany. So, Megan, you redeemed yourself because I thought you was just an ice queen. But I saw a spark of something that you went to comfort her when she was clearly in distress. So, for that, Megan, I'll give you your props this time, girl. Anyway, not much going on at the retreat this time. So we have next week. I forgot. Maybe we get 3 more episodes. I don't know. We're rolling through, but that was episode 10. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will chat with you guys in the next one. Peace.